How to use Elementor. In this step-by-step tutorial, guys, I'm going to be showing you how does this actually works. If you want to use WordPress with all the plugins totally for free, I can strongly recommend you to go into pantheon.io. So here what you can do is to deploy your website totally for free with all the actual plugin features with no cost at all. So if I go here into pantheon.io, I'm going to go into get started, and once I have my account, here's going to be appearing to my dashboard. So it's going to be really easy, guys, just to go into the home section and hit into create your site, and once you have create a new site, it's going to be appearing here. And lastly, what you want to do is to import the one that says visit the development site, which is actually in here, and then you will be actually ready to get started with WordPress. If you already have a WordPress paged website and you're already paying for that, I mean, we're actually good to go. But this is like just one way that we can use the WordPress without having to pay it a lot. So once we're here into WordPress, what I want to do is to focus into how we can install Elementor. So the first thing I want to do, guys, is to go and look out for the left part where I can see that there's a lot of tools here. I want to scroll a little bit down and look out for the one that says plugins. So here I'm going to click here. I'm going to go for add new. So it's going to be popping up like this plugin section where what we can do is to upload plugins and all that. So we'll go into the keyword section and going to type Elementor. And with that being said, guys, now what I want to do is to install the Elementor website builder, which is actually this one. So once you hit into install, what you want to do is to activate it. And here where it says active, as you can see, here's now active. So if you reload the page and you go and focus once again into your left part of all your tools here, you might be seeing that now you have the actual Elementor in your site. For example, here right below above the actual template, it says Elementor. Now if I clicked here into Elementor, it's going to be sending me into the administrator section of the Elementor. So this is what we want to take a look into the most advanced features. For example, here we have the general options. These are like a few configurations. I can go for the integrations, advanced tools, and mod features. If I want to get started by making some rules management, checking all the tools, all the different system information, submissions, custom phones, and all that, here into Elementor, I can see that there's a list below. It's going to be popping up, like, let's say for example that I can edit a teacher, I want to add like a student, I can add a parent, customer, and all that. So of course what I need to do, if I want to use all the features into Elementor, I need to upgrade my account of Elementor in order to continue. As you can see, here's the actual prices of Elementor. I don't want to focus in that actually, because the price per year is $59, which I think is like really great, but I'm really focusing a lot in there. So I'm going to just close this. And let's take a look into the features that are totally for free. For example, what I want to do is to go into Elementor and focus into getting started. So once we are here, we can start by creating our very first website. So let's create our website. So as you can see, here we are into the getting started. I want to scroll a little bit down and choose to create your first page. So it's going to be sending me now into the editor, but not from WordPress, but into the Elementor actually editor. So as you can see now, this has been loaded. It says loading. So as you can see, I'm now inside the Elementor editor. So this is like really too much. I mean, it's too similar to the actual WordPress editor. And what we can do is to add the elements here. For example, like an inner section, and I can import that here. And I can just drag and drop all the elements that I want to check it out here into my actual website. If you want to start with a specific template and you don't want to like move all those things around, what I can solely suggest to you is to leave everything like this. I'm going to go here into save options, save as a template, and automatically it's going to be popping up the actual library. So I'm going to go for the, let's say for example, this is just example, here into save. And now we're now inside the library. Now here into the library, focused into pages, or if you want to create like a new page but you want to customize your blocks, I'm going to click here into blocks, and as you can see, there are a lot of options that we can choose. Now take a look into all of them, but it says pro. We don't want to go pro because we don't want to pay, we want to do this totally for free. So focus on the one that don't have the actual pro version. So for example, I can add this one, and I want to go into the insert, but before we want to do that, we want to click into the zoom section so we can see the preview of this actual block. So you think it's actually good for you, you want to go into continue. In my case, I want to do that, but inside the pages. So in the pages, it's exactly the same thing. You can look out for the one that you think you like without having to get the pro version. For example, here the contact us, I think it's really great to have this. So if I liked it, I just get into insert, apply the settings to the page 2, the page that we just created. So you want to go into apply, and automatically all the templates going to be moved into the editor of Elementor, so we don't have to start from scratch. And as you can see, there we go. So what I want to do now is to just edit the template here. For example, I just need to click into here into all the dots where it says edit section. So here's going to be popping up the layout, the style, the advanced tools, and much more. So let's say that I want to click here and I want to make this text to, let's say, like have a little bit of like, I'm going to go and make this a little bit more smaller. So what I can do is to go into content, and here I have my title. Here's the size. I want to go into medium, for example, go for small like that. And there we go. Now lastly guys, let's say that I want to add an animation, go into advanced motion effects. I'm going to go for default, look out for, let's say, mounts in down. There we go. So we can start to customizing this as we are just moving things around into Elementor. And after that, go into published. And once this actually has been published, it says, hooray, your post is live, have a look. So if I click into have a look, this is my actual preview of my website. And as you can see, all the elements that I just added is going to be added automatically. So I'm going to go click into the X mark, and what I want to do is to exit from the editor Elementor. So lastly, going back into the dashboard of WordPress, if you want to check it out more stuff into Elementor, I'm afraid that there's a lot of tools that you can use, but these are only for the pro version. For example, you can add your custom icons, custom fonts, and you can even apply to retrieved submissions into Elementor, but this is actually like just to be upgraded in one single place. So if you want to use this actual stuff totally free, I can suggest you to use an alternative, which in my case that would be using plugins. So once again, go into plugins, go into add new, and since we are using an active plan that we have here into WordPress, you can type for the plugin that you wanted to look for. Let's say, for example, that I want to look for some forms that can be helping me to create that into my actual website. And as you can see, we have the Jetpack contact form, we have contact form here, we have contact form there. So depending on what is the actual need that you need into your actual website, you can look for that into the plugin, and you don't have to depend from everything into Elementor. But I think that for the free version, using Elementor to use all the actual templates that we can use totally for free, I think is really great, and it's a very advanced tool to get started. So with that being said, guys, this is how we can get started with the Elementor. Now you guys know how to use Elementor totally for free. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if this was very useful for you, and if you want to see more stuff about the WordPress and all that. So thank you so much for watching the video, guys, and with that being said, I will see you on the next video.